5 virtual infinite, I believe. So, thanks to Dante for exploring, and thanks to Shattercoin for supporting the community in those ways as well. Oh, and it looks like right now we're going to have Golden Nut and Doublicious just going to get into things. Both of them are rocking the Gambit, making sure to get in some play with this newly available character that I believe is right now a HAVENGERS stream exclusive for accessing it. So this is a pretty amazing situation to get to see these new characters get the opportunity to play. Right now it looks like Dobby is going to get the initial hit on Golden Nut, gets the knockdown, carries to the corner, and is able to use just 1 meter. Probably is going to need a second one. What Gambit DHC ends up happening? Oh no, ends up getting to the ground, but the third DHC into Evil Ryu is enough. The OTG is incredibly effective at, Evil Ryu's large Hadouken OTGs, and the beam version does. Oh my gosh, Shadow Noctis, thank you for subscribing with your Prime. It is appreciated for supporting the community. Oh, and it's looking like US Agent's not going to get an opportunity to play this game. Dobby looking pretty scary, has the mix on Gambit but doesn't have the confirm, and that S is just holding out there even after that X Factor. Tatsu assist, really long time, potential to confirm, very strong. Ooh, and the dive kick comes out. With that, it's going to be the end of Gambit. If Dobby, wants to do cool things, does do cool things, and manages to do the install into the double vertical, or into the vertical super, into the Shoryuken. Very nice work. Dobby showing some style in this game. Man, that's an amazing first game to start off with. Let's see if everything else can be as amazing as that. Doublicious running in there with that Tatsu into medium Tatsu. Very strong poke. Very strong way to get started on people. And this time Cammy's going to get the hit for Golden Knight. Doesn't get a full confirm, but both Ken and Gambit are bleeding pretty hard. And now it looks like Cammy's going to get to go in. Ken with those fast buttons is able to get started as well. What type of resources are going to be invested here? Uses the assist to try and prevent the ground bounce, and then that super Shipujin Raikyaku only has 3 frames of startup, so he could do it in between the first hit of his overhead and the ground bounce, forcing people to roll out on the second hit. A very powerful way to get a little bit more resources out of Ken. And Gambit has been updated, so that Cajun Slash is no longer an overhead and no longer auto-corrects partway through the move, but it still has a great hitbox and does amazing things in neutral and OTGs. Has some great properties still, but a little bit more manageable than before. And the X Factor gets used. Is this going to confirm? It actually does from that heavy. It looked like the confirm had been dropped, but there was just enough time for Doublicious to go in. And now, Evil Ryu getting put in the corner is going to go for the Raging Demon, and Raging Demon is enough to beat Gambit level 3. Unfortunately for Golden Nut, it's not a situation where there's enough invulnerability on that to get through something like Raging Demon. And off of the throw, doesn't quite get the kick, but one of the things that's nice about Evil Ryu's air super is that beam extends across the screen incredibly quickly. You could catch people much more easily than most characters with projectiles. It's very strong, and this time it looks like Dobby running forward with that Ken, trying to get moving, but Golden Nut able to get the hit with Cammy. The trade on those S's there, each character getting launched, but looks like the DP super from Cammy is going to be enough, and then with the DHC, Ken is dead. US Agent comes in, has a mix available. Maybe Golden Nut might be a little bit more accustomed to Captain America timings, because US Agent's shield does not go quite as far when he's throwing it, and needs some different timings for those incoming mix-ups. Ooh, but that tricky double jump movement, Golden Nut's getting to do something with this US Agent. Doublicious has shown that the Dark Evil Ryu can do a lot of work. Let's see if this is the case again. Just chooses to kill the assist. Gambit is dead. US Agent has taken a huge amount of damage. but is going to get the hit here. OTG is available, manages to get the knockdown in the corner. This is going to be the end of Evil Ryu, and does the OTG kick into the super. Very nice work to Golden Knight. Tying it up? Or no, not tying it up, but getting to 1-2 against Doublicious. Oh, and that S connected, but Dobby didn't quite realize it for a while, and because of that didn't manage to get the confirm off the launch. But now has additional pressure as Ken, and because of that it was able to get the access to their ground bounce, and then should be able to kill off this character, but it will require a DHC, and decides not to realize that the last time they went for that, the speed of Gambit's Royal Flush had dropped when Ken was going for the last part of the attack. But looks like X Factor 2 US Agent is going to be here, but now the X Factor's already gone. US Agent is going to get caught, but still has plenty of life left. Doublicious looking good though. Has Evil Ryu at full, Ken at slightly damaged, and Gambit at full. Has X Factor, 3 meters available, but this is what Golden Nut needs. Getting the hit with Gambit, going to go for that OTG, but doesn't manage to get a follow-up afterwards. But Doublicious going for the poke, and this is going to go straight into level 3. Looks like Doublicious is going to be moving on in winner's side of the bracket. And just double checking to make sure if my audio quality is good for folks. To 12 codes left on Matcherino, which are just like free codes that if you click 3 times, you make sure the people who place top 3 get paid more here, so nice work. The people getting it down to 12, and it could go even farther. Thugulos with that point Rashid with the Hunk Anchor and Psylocke in mid. This is looking like a pretty scary start. Able to get the hit on Shinakuma and probably get the kill here in the corner. Nice work to Thugulos, getting a lot of damage, doing what's needed. Now, it looks like that saucy color of Ultron is coming out, but does not get the confirm. Going to be rough. Let's see how the matchup in between Rashid and Ultron goes here. Zeno seems to be flying at normal jump height a decent amount, and those drones, that lone tornado was enough to catch him for calling those drones out. This is going to potentially be the end of Ultron. 3 meters are on deck, and with those 3 meters decides to go for the reset instead and kill off Ultron, leaving all that meter for the red She-Hulk, and she is a problem. Definitely worth making sure you get rid of her. Oh, and Zeno used the bionic arm, knew it would whiff X, and immediately got the confirm anyways. Close going with the loops from Psylocke. It does not end up confirming them. Now has to deal with red She-Hulk more, and in 9 hits, 11 hits were all that were necessary to kill off Psylocke, because red She-Hulk is a very strong lady, and this is going to be the end of Hunk as well. You know, showing that it's not just the Shinakuma, there is the power and terror of his red She-Hulk in the back.
If there's ever an MVC4, I'll destroy you there too, Wade.
And if you appreciate seeing She-Hulk as a viable character instead of someone that you never get to see, both follow and subscribe to the HAVENGERS, because there's modded Marvel regularly, and She-Hulk is real in this game. So it looks like Thugulos has been very good at getting that initial hit on Akuma, but did not finish it off, and now giving Zeno a chance to play with this character is such a problem. Ended up getting another chance to live. As you may notice if you're being an astute observer, Shinakuma gets life back while he is just existing. So as long as he's not in a combo, he's going to get better, and oh my gosh, Psylocke is bleeding so thoroughly. One good D here, 1 Hadoken to her face, and she's done. Let's see if Thugulos tries to get Rashid out. Okay, DHC, is it going to go all the way through? Goes into grenades, but this is punishable. Very nice work to Zeno, making sure to get into a position where Thugulos didn't feel like he could get a safe set of guns. Because of that, needed to go for the grenades, which were still unsafe to Akuma there. And flight mode is so strong, showing that this character is utter nonsense. Light has a great hitbox, eliminates projectiles, but Thugulos is showing that they have a Psylocke on deck. Invest the X Factor. Are they going to be able to kill here? Ends up using 1 meter in. They have plenty of X3 left. Ultron's able to escape initially, but not for long. Gets another chance at life though. Psylocke is a really threatening character, especially if she has access to meter, and even though she can't OTG combo it out of X Factor, she could still get that one in. So this is going to be scary though. Red She-Hulk gets the hit, and then really nice work by Zeno with that backdash into button. Red She-Hulk securing it again. And very nice work using those footsies with the side thrust assist to be able to confirm. Thugulos has been doing a really good job at start of round at just getting going in a good way, but you need to make sure that when you get started against Shin Akuma, you get finished against Shin Akuma, because otherwise you're just going to lose your character. And it looks like this is a situation where Thugulos loses their character. And after that, Shin Akuma's Thugulos knows where to invest the X Factor here, decides this is the problem. Going to get rid of Shin Akuma and build plenty of meter. Level 3 is available for Psylocke. Decides to be conservative with meter use, but gets a really good hit on Ultron. And the second one comes through too, but no confirms. So many stray hits, but if you get enough stray hits, it's still enough to kill. Red She-Hulk with X is terrifying. She could get rid of both of these characters with very few hits. So Thugulos needs to be incredibly cautious about calling assists. That S was about to be potentially the end, and now that one is the end of Psylocke. And now this is going to be Hunk. Manages to get out of the command throw, but doesn't get a punish on Red She-Hulk. And now she gets to... Oh no, I believe Thugulos could have level 3 there with Hunk in order to get out, but now this is a scary situation. Neither of them getting the confirms they need in order to make this work. And the command throw isn't going to work with Hunk in the air there, but another confirm by Zeno will be enough. And the Red She-Hulk, MVP, taking it this game. Both Shin Akuma and Red She-Hulk did a lot of work. This wasn't the time where Zeno's Ultron really got to pop off, but great work to both players. Objective in line, they will achieve at some point in the future. This is going to be the start of the match, going to be Monster Hunter x DMC1 Dante for Eurobeat Raya, and gets hit very swiftly by Moonstone. It's really hard to avoid this character. She has some fast buttons, she has fast ways to get in, and then this type of support pairing for her lets her do good stuff on controlling the ground and good things on controlling the air. And nice stuff to Remora, going to need to DHC. And those bullets hit so high that even up there, Monster Hunter goes down. X gets the hit, but doesn't get the confirm off of it. While when Remora gets the same throw, the UTG, much more confirmable there with that situation. Going to be able to go into some enemy step loops here on X. And it looks like X has been able to stave off dying for a pretty long time, has been losing the neutral war, but has been able to not get into a situation where they're getting comboed. But sometimes just losing neutral repeatedly is going to be enough for you to lose the character, and Remora is so scary as a player, need to be ready for it. MC1 Dante, able to most certainly make a comeback here. It looks like Raya almost had the confirm there, maybe trying to get the kill with only a single meter. DMC1 Dante has a lot of extensions that are very powerful. A thing that's similar to multi-lock but not multi-lock is quite good at loop. The MC1 players will know whatever the thing I'm talking about is that's not multi-lock. But, oh, looks like this is going to be a throw for Remora, and even though he dashed up pretty quickly, it seems like his OTG whiffed. It was very strange there. I feel like Moonstone sometimes has some inconsistencies on her OTG. It feels a little squiggly in some situations, but maybe it was too late, I don't know. Oh, and going for the bullets is going to be able to punish the Monster Hunter. X comes out, and with that dry tag available, Monster Hunter, a character with a decent amount of life, I think, is going to be able to make it through. Oh, and using these X projectiles, which interact so favorably with Dante's. Will get going, but not for long. DMC1 Dante tried to go for the TAC, and now Monster Hunter is going to evaporate. X is going to lose about a fifth of their life, and gets mixed up by that hard incoming mix-up with the anti-air guns and the Dash Hunter. This is looking like it's going to be the end of X. Oh, there's one more chance to live, and is able to get through. Is there a snap here? Oh, this is just going to chip out. Maybe I'm greedy for thinking the snap was coming, but I like the snapping when you're going to face inevitable death and you have that much meter. But Remora, excellent use of X Factor, sees that there's a hit on the final character, wants to ensure that there's enough meter to make things work, is having a lot of inconsistency with getting to OTG for the uncharged version, quarter circle forward, or the quarter circle forward move. So we'll see if there's some adjustment you can make to get a more stable variant, but oh, the X-Busters and the Monster Hunter together, thing to get started on loops, and this time those big jumping heavies are swatting Moonstone out of the air. She's beaten down, but Dante getting in there has the opportunity to get this going. Ends up dropping the combo, but is still in a very favorable situation until he didn't cancel into anything, and now Monster Hunter gets some hits, but they don't confirm into anything too big. He's taken half-life off of 2 characters or so, which is incredibly good, especially when they're Remora's characters. Oh, and the entire life off of Dante! And Eurobeat Raya wants to change the entire team order. It goes to put X in back and puts Dante on point. Plenty of life here available for Dante to make sure that Monster Hunter has time to get back. And there, Remora has just not had OT work out, but has still had everything else work out. So very nice work hitting with that Twister style move by Eurobeat Raya, but no confirm into a dead character. Monster Hunter has been such a threat this game. Let's see if she has the opportunity to put in that same type of fear here, but we haven't really seen her get to or interact with Marvel 2 Sentinel, and we aren't going to see much of it here. But now X in the back, X Factor is available, managed to delay it, got the hit, and unfortunately doesn't get any follow-up there, but X is available. X is no longer going to be available because X is dead. X is not dead. X has plenty of opportunities to potentially live here, and X out. The DHC going to meet it. Remora wins this, taking it with the Moonstone Super, and with that, even though Eurobeat Raya looked so good in that last game, Remora's going to take it 3-0. I'm going to have to hop off of commentary for a moment to play my match.
Ready? Fight!
Has my mic been muted this entire time? Oh my goodness, I've been commenting this entire time. I feel so dumb. Oh, this is the trade-off of switching back to Windows 10. All my settings were reverted, so I forgot that I still had that muted. But anyways, what's up, guys? Kevin Ha here. Sorry if you guys did not hear anything. I've been talking for like 3 minutes straight. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm at the tail end of my sickness too, so I'm still a little bit under the weather. But very nice, Isisar is taking up 2-0. A little bit too loud. Okay, I'll turn myself down a bit. Let me know how this sounds. Yeah, I can see me talking. It's peaking in the red a little bit, so let me just readjust it. I think this should be good volume right here. Yeah. It's not peaking as much anymore. Alright, apologies. Wow, that grenade sniping the Ken. Very nice. Ninjutsu right into her face. This is nerf Psylocke, by the way. I think she is getting a couple more nerfs if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's definitely nerfed from what she was before. Kicking him right in the face. Alright, Doublicious going in, level 3 X Factor. Oh my goodness. Alright, keeping him locked down with the Tatsus. Could have gotten a full confirmation there. Nice snipe from Doublicious. Just needs one more hit on the X. Opts to go for the lightning right on incoming. The level 3. Oh my goodness, uses that as a cross up. I don't know if he meant to do that. But if he did, that was I'll say he meant to. Yeah, definitely meant to. Doublicious with a dominating Evil Ryu comeback. Very nice. 2-1. Okay, grab to start it off. Drops the combo though. Now Doublicious gets to go in. Drops the combo too. A little sloppy right now. Stomp combos. Very high damage. Going to be taking out the Ken. It loads up the grenade for the incoming. Oh my goodness, that incoming is so cheap. Oh, the happy birthday too! Evil Ryu drops out of it though. Oh, gets the overhead. Very nice. Opts to go for the teleport mix-up. No dice though. Gets sniped by Hunk. Alright, and Isisara is just opting to play the zoning game now. Doesn't really need to go in. Doublicious got to make something happen quick. Using a super to stay airborne, not to be sniped by the Hunk's guns. Oh, gets clipped low though, and that's going to be it. Isisara taking a 3-1 over Doublicious. Good games. Very nice. Isisara is going to be moving.
Thank you for running the tournament, Kevin. And greetings, Wizard Tim. How are you doing today?
So far, so good. Is this a button check, or do I see a
this is
small
real.
little robot?
There is a small little robot. Best Xbox One has been rocking that as an assist some percent of the time, and then if it doesn't work out too well, I believe has been going to Hunk Anchor. Oh, but it looks like the shimmies from Quack are just so solid with Ken. Able to get in there, invest 1 meter, and this is going to be the end of Ken. Also has a good incoming mix-up available on Venom. So he falls into the bullets, but then also has the Tatsu coming from above to potentially mix up, and pokes with the ground bounce variant of the Tatsu. Is not going to get a full confirm into a dead Venom there, Ken gets a lot more damage if he starts his combos against grounded characters. And this, however, is very much going to make me a dead man.
Oh, weird
out of it
body
drops.
there.
Sure you can. That move is very invulnerable. Not just kind of invulnerable, but very invulnerable. So when Ken is near you, or even not that near you, that it's still going to be a threat. And the
It
giant
keeps it
punch
clean.
from Thanos just evaporated most of Serapot's remaining life immediately.
Right, I was a little afraid that Ken was going to drop that serve combo a little earlier than that.
Oh, and tries to get in that serve bot capture, but it looks like the gun assist is going to be strong for being able to have this Hadoken neutral from Quack. But best Xbox One, able to move forward across the screen, gets Quack knocked down in the corner, and is going to go straight into the Tatsu super. Decides to go for an attack afterwards and catches
Always
Quack
works.
going for that hard tag. But
Oh,
this
that's an
time-
interesting little mix there with Tatsu and serve bot assist.
And the Venom trap, one thing that's worth being aware of is that assist is a low. So that needs to be blocked low and can be unblockable with. And it has a very long duration. So Venom here with the DHC in is going to be able to do Venom Bite Super, but the Death Bite is not going to end up being used. Manages to do it without meter, and Quack going with the very strange flying
escape.
version of the guns waving up and down. But this Xbox One continuously having some drops, but leading into situations where they just do the right thing post reset and get pressure. But Quack here now has his X Factor 3 Ken. We're going to see if he gets to use it. Best Xbox deciding to go into super. This should be able to get the
Still
kill.
has X Factor on deck. Yeah, there we go.
It's a nice way to make it so it's simple and consistent. If you have easy placed X Factor and a hard placed X Factor in the easy place. It makes your life easier and reduces the amount of drops substantially.
Still very curious at the serve bot tech that Xbox is wielding in this team.
Oh, but those guns are such a good... one of the things about Ken jumping is that if he does air medium Tatsu, it will make him just like fly towards his opponent at around 40-degree angle, like almost 45 degrees. So it's pretty solid for changing his trajectory if he jumps past someone, being able to confirm off of guns. And that tag being caught by the assist was... oh no, but this is gonna drop! Venom Bite enough? Venom Bite salvages so best Xbox doesn't get punished, but it's still not an ideal situation.
Straight into the damage.
There's more. Let's see. The DHC to Hunk available. Decides to get the grenades out and go for the mix. Mix didn't end up working on best Xbox One. This zoning, however, is working quite well. Having plenty of air guns or anti-air guns in the grenade. Trying to get the confirm there. You may see that Quack has a pretty zippy Hunk. One of the nerfs that's coming in is that Hunk's dash speed is being reduced a decent amount in the next patch.
I was gonna say, in presence-wise in Marvel playstyles, we see like heavy combo damage, and the other big one is just positioning yourself in neutral so that you're as seamless as possible. And Quack is so good at this team, positioning his reset in such a way that you don't have the ability to gain control.
And he just thinks very quickly in situations that are unexpected, I feel, too. Like, he's one of the players who's just doing an autopilot pattern that often. A lot of the time, he has some like response to what's going on right there and has a much more varied play palette. But this is not going to lead to a kill. One of the things that I've noticed about Quack's play style in these tournaments is that when he can't kill, he resets, backs up, and then summons assistant and comes in with Ken afterwards. He seems pretty confident about doing that instead of spending X when the meter won't be enough. But best Xbox One does not get the confirm and does not get the punish on that dry tag. Let's see if Hunk is going to not get out of there. I am very surprised Hunk got to block. That is quite unfortunate for best Xbox One and quite fortunate for Quack. And Quack didn't get the confirm with the grenade there properly. It now has another one stocked, and we saw last round how hard it is for Venom to get in on zoning Hunk when grenade is loaded. And now Servbot gonna call all the little homies. And they were able to get the punish because of that, so first bit of guns hit Servbot, but as soon as there was a little gap, it was able to have the remainder still get there and hit Hunk. Very nice stuff. Best Xbox One.
Does more chip than I would have thought that assist.
This Factor 2 makes a lot of things do more chip too. Trying to use the range tool of the Venom Bite in alignment with the Servbot assist to try and get confirms in situations that are otherwise not possible. I'm unsure, I think Venom might have been able to level 3 there, but maybe didn't want to just because Quack has X Factor available. This is not going to hit, but this on the other hand has a chance. Oh no, this is not the one that's going to hit. Now the giant Servbot has run out and now is being eaten on by the Mad Titan. Tiny little body is not
small
ready
body.
to handle this.
Low HP though.
Oh, that counter. By Quack. Ready for buttons on incoming.
To say that yeah, this is a strong showing from Quack about their understanding of how to utilize common neutral tools with these new characters, but I still give credit to Best Xbox. They seemingly are trying to push the meta forward with these crazy team combos now. Of Ultron, and this character, as Heathnoff gets better, is starting to show some crazy pressure tools.
Both of them feigning that they're going to interact at the beginning, but then backing off, not wanting to deal with anything too random. And it looks like Moonstone here is going to go for the up TAC, but it doesn't end up working on Venom there. That is very unfortunate for Remora, but resets for days. Just keep hitting the person and sometimes it'll work out. Is going to be able to go into bullets, into more bullets, and I think that this is going to be a DHC back into Moonstone so that his team order is correct and he gets the good incoming mix-up.
I don't blame any of that set of actions.
Heathnoff swung on incoming and was able to clip the Sentinel in order to prevent the assist from actually getting out there, and is going to invest the level 3 on Moonstone, get rid of this character, make sure that DMC1 Dante needs to deal with the terrifying incoming mix-up, has access to 3 of his own assists and then Hunk as well, but does not get the confirm on DMC1 Dante, but X Factor has been used by Remora. This is an incredibly vital time period, and Heathnoff decides to use the X Factor as well, wants to make it so they're fighting on pretty even terrain, and now fighting in Steve's favor by a substantial amount. I think Marvel 2 Sentinel can make this comeback without X Factor.
I think we're looking at an uphill battle of how efficient Ultron's ability is to just cover the space that Sentinel wants to be in.
This is going to be the end of Remora's Sentinel, and he takes the first game 1-0 over Remora. And it seems like investing to get rid of that Moonstone was really a great decision. Momentum just went very well for Heath after that complicated X Factor exchange that happened. But this time, Remora getting to get some momentum going with this character, has the hit on Venom, is going to get the knockdown in the corner, has so many set hit stun moves to work on things, but instead of going for the OTG, just goes for meaty beams drone so that there's something that could mix up. But continues to miss things, and now this is going to potentially be the end of Remora's Moonstone. He's a strong character in many ways, but health is not necessarily ideal. And this is going to be... Oh, she may survive this, actually.
Yeah, this super doesn't do that much, and gonna miss a section of the Ultron beam there. A lot more help than I would have expected there.
Yes, that ended up going very unfortunately for Heathnoff. But one of the nice things is that even though DMC1 Dante...
Nice air-to-air read there.
Even though DMC1 Dante had his Devil Trigger nerfed so it requires 3 meters, still has a pretty safe way in with the Round Harvest. So it allows him to still be a very good character in second, even when you don't have 4 meters to spend on getting your character out. Oh, and Venom is going to have the pressure and the mix, but then Dante just presses buttons on Wake Up. Nothing invulnerable, just press the button.
Dante reminding you that DMC won. Maybe old, but it continues to gain experience of age.
Going to be the end of Moonstone. Heathnoff has mix-ups on incoming, and ends up
Who got hit by
X-Factoring.
that?
Oh, this is going to be a scary incoming for Remora. Ends up getting hit, but does not get confirmed on. Both of them have their X-Factor activated. Beam is incredibly strong on both sides if one of them manages to get it out in a safe way. Remora, each of these bits is also risky in case Heathnoff gets the super jump into the tide
Ooh,
punch.
faster. So
Remora,
much faster
Level
than
2
base Sentinel.
Yes. Marvel
Say,
2 Sentinel is a dramatically more mobile character than...
Like with Remora, he's kind of calling back to the classics here. Like Moonstone can't kill in one hit. Set up a stagger mix-up with drones, just like Magneto would back in the day.
And this is a happy birthday, but no, it doesn't confirm. One of the things that's amazing about Venom is that 6H, when it hits assists, they get crumpled, so that your opponent can't summon assists for a good, like, 5 Marvel seconds or so. Ends up being very powerful.
Oh, too late on the cancel.
Popping out of the combo there, this may be the end of Venom, but Heathnoff knows that Remora has an appreciation for being... Oh, is this going to catch in time? It does! Heathnoff knew that Remora likes to go for the TAC, to go for the Dante enemy step loop, even though it's not an infinite, just to get some things going.
Something there.
Venom's getting hit. Dante's combos were much less adjusted than... though he has nerfs to things like his double jump being gone, which impacts his neutral a lot, his combos, he still has a lot of things impacted. This is going to be potentially the end of DMC1 Dante, and Moonstone's going to need to come in and deal with this mix-up. She's at around half health, but the trap is there, and let's see if Remora is ready. Manages to get out with some good push blocking, trying to use her chargeable beam in order to deal with Venom and get some space control. And is able to punish the Venom thing, but not get the confirm off of it. Has been having such a hard time with getting those OTGs to work out. This is going to work out in Venom's favor. Let's see what resources Heathnoff uses here. Ends up going with the THC. This is going to be an opportunity to kill off Marvel 2 Sentinel. Chooses not to use X Factor, and looks like he's going to go for a reset instead. Oh no, may just be able to get... Don't think this is going to kill without X though.
Yeah, very high HP character, but Chip is a very strong variable in this fight.
True. And Moonstone gets the happy birthday, is beating on Hunk, gets rid of Hunk entirely, but gets X Factor thrown by Ultron.
Containing that situation before it happened.
Very nice work. That was brilliant to, even though things went terribly wrong with Hunk, being so composed afterwards, getting the win.
But yeah, Remora's strategy in that last match was always going for a THG, and like after those 2 breaks, he was really not getting much damage outside of that.
And Remora known to go back to character selects, take a moment to breathe, reset people's momentum if it gets to a game where someone only needs 1 more to win. But let's see if this ends up working, because Heathnoff, I think that Heathnoff just keeps cooking even if there is a little delay. And it looks like we're going to Bond Wonderland. Just so folks know, there are many cool stages that are available beyond Bond Wonderland. People have not only modded in characters, but also stages.
Does it confirm that hit? Or is giving defensive here?
This is going to be a very scary situation to get knocked into the corner, and then that 6H against aerial hits like that is also incredibly strong.
That was an execution error.
And this is going to be the end of Moonstone. Maybe not. This is going to require more extensions from Heathnoff. Let's see if the assists are going to be enough to build up 1 meter. Yes, build up to 1. Because of that, she is done. And Dante ended up coming in on the other side, but Venom got a hit and is going to be able to confirm off of those guns.
Is he black here?
Dante in the corner, not looking happy. Ultron Assist is going to let one more web throw extension happen and see if this is going to build up enough meter. It's going to just go for putting down the trap, goes for a potential unblockable setup, but is a little bit mistimed on it. Dante ends up going down. It's all down to Marvel 2 Sentinel. Let's see if he's able to do what he did in Marvel 2 and take games, or if this is going to just be another death of a whack bot. Ooh, looking good against Venom here. Has been able to take out the character, but Ultron and Hunk are available. That dive punch, incredibly scary. Remora was just out of range, but the vast majority of X Factor has now been used. Heathnoff has been able to run away for a lot of it. Is going to just lose a lot of Ultron's life near the end there, but not enough of it to kill. And the beam is going to confirm into the gun's DHC. This isn't going to kill, but this leaves Remora in an absolutely terrible position.
Projectile assist and coverage, yeah.
And congratulations to Heathnoff on taking out Remora and sending him to the learner's bracket in a very early set here. Amazing work, and both players play great, but terrifying power of no Shinakuma a couple times with it, but then just was unable to deal with that anchor Red She-Hulk, and all of that pressure in the corner showing that against a much fairer character Ken, there is a lot of scariness in dealing with this. Just the Shinakuma, more powerful character, had challenges dealing with it too, and is going to need, didn't get a kill off of it, and that was a great hit by Best Xbox One. Both of them managed to get out their characters. Rashid is going to come back in. Looks like the dry tag was desired there. Both of these characters are pretty mobile aerially, so they, even though they don't have like as strong of a zoning game as some other folks, they're still able to interact with much of the cast, even at like normal jump height and super jump height.
And
and
Best Xbox showing a strong diligence to maneuver outside of ranges of Rashid's dive kick, playing a a more carefully positioned style than Heathnoff's incredible offense with Venom. I guess that it's also represented like using Servbot gives you a lot more range to sort of slow down the game and look for ideal capture states. Oh, almost tagging Rashid in that case.
Side thrust has just been so influential. Thugulos has been getting a lot of value out of just like poking plus side thrust, and also is at a substantial meter advantage at this point. Already up to 3.5 meters and has the hit on Venom. Surfbot can do some things with X Factor, but it still has some challenging matchups that they do.
Well, this is the time and the place to show us what this character can do.
Throw in an airplane, paper airplane.
It's so hard to see on
They track pretty
Wonderlands.
well, but they don't really have durability. And Thugulos here deciding that, oh wait, the medium side shot goes over his head only if he crouches, so he's doing stuff. It's going to work out.
Gonna fall out.
Does the DHC connect? It does not end up connecting. And Servbot ends up X on both sides, because I believe Servbot's supers and X Factor do quite a bit of chip damage, even if they're blocked. Thugulos going up 1-0 against Best Xbox One.
Servbot is a character designed predominantly for support, but in X Factor they have some pretty interesting tech. And swapping to our more classical support assist character, Hunk.
Hunk, another strong horizontal assist like Servbot, then controls the screen for a longer duration of time, has a pretty fast startup. It is an assist that is going to get nerfed. Actually, both of the assists that Thugulos uses are on their way to the nerf bin. That gun was able to protect so well there in making sure that things couldn't get started, but Scytherus able to get started afterwards, going all the way through.
That confirm was sick.
That was very clean by Thugulos, but then didn't quite get the full confirm after their very cool start, and is going to lose access to their Rashid as a result of it. But Psylocke with Hunk Assist, incredibly powerful. Let's see what she's able to do against Venom and Hunk.
once again, it looks like Xbox is positioning themselves to just sort of swelter with some of Venom's more long-range tools here.
And
Going in.
For folks who don't know, when Psylocke does her Psyblade, she can teleport cancel as long as she's purple, essentially. But if she finishes her Psyblade in the air and she did not teleport cancel, she falls all the way to the ground without being able to take action. So you can just like hit her on the way down. It's very important to be aware of when you see her drop her execution there.
Yeah, definitely ninjutsu cancels are one of the higher skill floors to ceiling techs required to master Psylocke at this point.
And it looks like this time Hunk's going to be able to get out of the situation, but not for long, and the confirm even comes off of a better hit, and because of that, Best Xbox One is going to be able to get the Tatsu loops, and with Tatsu loops, there's a dead Hunk, and Psylocke needs to eat an incoming mix-up, which is pretty scary. It's going to keep trying to pressure. But she gets caught
using
by
the layers
the trap.
opposed to the mix. Okay.
And
Playing
catches
a
from
good
Zeno.
food. Fortunately,
Xbox
punish
One.
the result.
Getting back in there after a rough game 1 where Servbot didn't quite work out, seeing the difference in how much Hunk assist played in letting Best Xbox One thrive was pretty substantial. But we saw that amazing confirm from Thugulos last game. So we see that Rashid, even as a character that's considered more of a close range character, still has a lot of tools to interact from play.
And with Servbot, Rashid was just too efficiently avoiding all of the mix-up potential. But almost confirms that clean Tatsu. And
Going for the THC. And
for an
did
assist,
not
maybe?
end up calling an assist there. That was fortunate for Thugulos because Psylocke or Hunk are characters that can get blown up by THCs. And
oh no!
everything going wrong for Best Xbox One. Oh, not everything.
Fortune
everything went
favors
wrong
the
for a
rich.
little while.
Good master.
Oh dang. She does favor the rich, but ooh, Psylocke, you're going for the ninjutsu teleport. Going to a lot of Thugulos going for the teleport without necessarily mashing the thrust follow-up, and thrust is generally very powerful to use. Seeing a bit of the Psy flashes for zoning, they're not as strong for it as they used to be, but still cover very useful angles. And this is going to be the end of Venom. He's able to do it for a single. Oh no, this is going to be 2 meters here.
Awkward angle. Yeah, that's good. Or can you get 2 of those normally?
I think what happened was it caught high enough on the hitbox of the tornado that it got a weird fall. It only hit like 5 times instead of many times. And because of that, there was the weird height which allowed for there to be a follow-up. Nice work to Thugulos on the like situational awareness.
And
They
we're
did that.
seeing Xbox pulling off all the tools they need to handle this matchup. It's just getting through this Rashid without losing a character has been something they're struggling with.
This may be the time. Ends up setting up the trap, and the trap
that was clever. Was expecting Rashid to try and reversal, so he just pulled back and let the snare do all the work.
And is going to snap Rashid back in, decided to take that red life away, get rid of this character. I like that snap. When someone is causing you issues, focusing on what are the actual reasons you're winning or losing games and targeting those can be incredibly helpful in getting you some better results. Oh, and it was with the OTG Super, DC's into Venom, and Psylocke is not a healthy lady. She is probably... Oh no, but he decides not to spend meter there.
We're getting a little latency here.
Hopefully that's on our end, most likely, as opposed to the player end, but we'll see what's happening. Looks like that gun caught Psylocke from behind, and now she is well within chip territory, decides to tag out to Hunk, and the Hunk is going
Maybe
to
an
catch
X
with that
Factor, yeah.
gun.
Getting forward,
The Venom. It is... Oh no, teched into it and still got hit again. That was very unfortunate for Best Xbox One. But now Thugulos is going to be running out of resources while Best Xbox One still has X Factor and characters at full health.
Ooh, nice patience.
Many Tatsus. This is going to be pretty scary for both of them. Psylocke can move in from normal jump height and punish a lot of things, but this is just going to be them there. That THC from Best Xbox One, tying it up 2-2 with Thugulos.
I'd certainly recommend that last judgment call to just take it slow with the life lead.
And there is some relentless pressure from Best Xbox One's Ken, but still making sure to take the time to get those traps out because they last for such a long time and are so powerful. Ooh, this Ken is going to get another chance to live, however. Lots of scrambles going on here. Ends up going into super, but that was like the instant the move ended. Best Xbox One.
Smelling blood like a shark.
This is going to be potentially the end of Rashid. Let's
Lower
see
HP
if
character, so probably if they want to, but once again they don't particularly worry.
It seems like Best Xbox One is very interested in keeping Hunk in the back and hasn't been seeing all the way through very often.
Oh no!
So that happens if you use the Venom web super close to the ground. You could have your hitbox or your hurtbox or pushbox stand into the ground, making you land. Callie knows about this issue, and I believe that Nova is going to help them with a fix for it in order to make this. Oh, and very nice dash all the way across the screen by Thugulos to get the punish with Psylocke, even though didn't get the full confirm off of it. Nice work figuring out what to do in neutral, getting what was needed, and this is actually the end of Ken here. So much meter on deck for
Thugulos.
Thugulos.
That bar. This character cannot stay alive.
I also
terribly
like
sorry,
preventing this
chat.
character from staying alive. Oh, decides to use the X to make sure that he does stay alive, but then the mix is there. It looks like Rashid, after that tornado, it's pretty plus in that situation. Very interesting choice there. But now, Thugulos looking like they're in a great position. They have X Factor, they have more meter, they have more characters, but the zoning game from Best Xbox One has been working out for the last couple moments. Now Thugulos going in, summoning their own guns. X Factor activated.
Line there.
Gets the punish on Venom. This is looking really tough for Best Xbox One. What is their Hunk going to do? Gets the throw. This is going to be the end of Rashid. Does not get the confirm off of it. And now Thugulos has 4 meters and the hit in the corner.
Oh no. Gotta finish your food, but Psylocke does all the work sometimes.
Psylocke finished the food for him. Thank you, Psylocke. You're good at finishing food. And with that, it is going to be Thugulos going up over Best Xbox One. And I believe that I have my match against Zeno. Good luck and have fun, Zeno.
Good luck. Are we gonna button check or are we going to go through a match? Generally, for those in the uninformed, that Shinakuma is a boss character. They can't call assists, they can't THC out, can't get out at all, but they have incredibly enhanced skills, normals, and frame data, as well as the ability to naturally regain HP. They offer a rather unique element of pellet swap, is that placing them in the front, like Zeno does, gives you the ability to ice the opponent. But as you see here, Sarah is not falling for the bait, and relying on Hunk's incredibly quick ability to jump from keep away to rush down. He's situationally placed mix-ups and setups, relying on both these projectile assists to give room to maneuver, but Zeno quickly catches both in Happy Birthday, and it's all of one strike throw away for X to take a rather quick coffin. Here we go. Sarah's trying to space out, using X's zoning tools to avoid X Factor pressure, but any touch with Red She-Hulk is likely to either kill or near killing. And as predicted, Zeno's going to go up. First round showing the lethal power of this Red She-Hulk. Usually, Evil Ryu as a character has a fairly similar kit to a lot of the elements of what makes Shinakuma's pressure strong. It's going to be interesting to see how these two react to each other's specific planned attack patterns here. The lack of an assist also ensures that Shinakuma doesn't have to worry about happy birthdays, and it looks like Evil Ryu is once again going down, and Punk is going to come in losing all of that red life. Go. He's now moving towards an uphill battle as Shinakuma, the longer he stays alive, the more he slowly whittles down your team with regeneration and high damage output. Ooh, quick adjustment, utilizing Shinakuma's more unique tools, specifically around his flying tatsu, a maneuvering tool that gives you the ability to sub-flight mode, as well as the ability to land and apply pressure. That this character is absolutely on a tear this round. Sarah is looking to try and find small spaces moving under, looking for cross unders. It's the hit, no follow up. Oh, second time no follow up. Here we go. Sarah is taking it with the kind of tools Zex has as slow as they can while looking for these strong hits, but Shinakuma's ability to maneuver in the air is making it very difficult, and that quick cross behind spells X for a second victory on the dock for
Zeno 2 up.
This is Isisara's last chance at moving aside as a comeback, and we're going to go pattern-wise, looking to find more and more pressure here. Charge fireball, and ooh, gets the hit. Shinakuma has a lot of HP, but Evil Ryu's damage is fairly good if you have assist to continue using the kick backwards. And there we go. Burns it all, no doubt. And Shinakuma goes down, no loss of character on Sarah's part, and X is back with all assists for once to pressure this Ultron. Though Zeno is heavily relying on that excellent ground speed to try and maneuver. Ooh, oh, drops on those air strings. Sarah is quickly looking for high pressure here. Respects the possibility of that hyper, and then almost gets the punish at high heights. Ooh. Zeno once again fails, and Sarah's going to DHC. Yeah. Figure out from the process, and utilizing the unique properties of Ryu's install state to air fireball dash, and X factor damage bonus is going to be a quick kill. Sarah has once again managed to crawl out from the depths of despair, coming up one against Zeno's 2. There we go. He's carefully maneuvering here now, looking to find more positions where Zeno isn't going to immediately tag. But Evil Ryu is not up for the case in this particular situation. And now Zeno's just going for the bleeding hunk with just a straight chip. Ooh, assist blocks the hit. And now Isisara has the opportunity to get the most optimal combo they can, trying to kill this character or reset in a way that quickly removes this major obstacle. But Harper tags that hunk, and now it's back to Isisara's unique and specialist character to potentially make the X Factor comeback. They need to stay in this bracket in the current rank sprint. Isisara is looking to position themselves as much as they can to avoid these fireballs, staying low to the ground, and ooh, Zeno doesn't confirm after that throw, giving Isisara one more opportunity. X Factor cancels. And Don't call it a comeback, but Isosera is looking with intensity to try and catch the characters and bring it up for another win. Ooh, goes into Beam Saber mode, tags Zeno, but doesn't believe in that first hit. And the second hit is going to take it out. There's almost no X Factor. Ooh, Zeno reads the cross under and takes quick counteraction, taking up the third round and winning the set. Both players showing incredible skill here, and credit to both of them. But
both of them can be very aggressive characters at the beginning, but we've seen Quack back up and shoot Hadouken slot. This time, no backing up. Decides to push Heath immediately towards the corner. Gets thrown, but there's no confirm. And Heath maintains his pressure afterwards, making sure to follow up, press those buttons, get the Venom barrels into the corner, has access to his bounces. And now that they're both used, he's going to be able to use assists for extensions. And has a remaining 2 meters on deck, decides to go for the THC, doesn't want to do something that might drop, and ends up dropping it anyways.
Oh, was Ken going to combo this right back?
So Ken going to get this knockdown here, uses it to tag safely into Thanos, and then goes right into damage. Venom is going to do too much here, and because of that Ken assist, with 2 meters spent, going to get rid of that Venom. And it looks like Thanos getting to get some opportunities to poke out Ultron in the sky there, and has the assist available for getting that confirmed once more. It didn't end up going for what they did last time. Let's see what adjustments are made. The Ultron beam connects. There's no DHC into Hunk. Decides to leave Ultron in and has the mix-up. Pushes Thanos all the way to the corner.
On the jump, aerial, but doesn't get the confirm.
And Heathnoff making sure to go in, but not when the hitboxes of those grenades would still be out. I think with
Ken sacrifice?
Ken's alive. Oh, uses the DHC, wants to make sure, even though it's 1 pixel, uses to not deal with pixel
that removes the anti-air assist from Quack's team. Thanos is definitely a character that is susceptible to jump in, but it doesn't matter if your characters hit it once.
Oh, but now Hunk has an extra chance, and this is going to be the end of Thanos. No, it's not going to be the end of Thanos, but there is so much...
You should have gone for the head.
Yes, a headshot would be highly recommended. Since he was utilizing the gun, maybe would have done bonus damage, but Thanos does have a helmet, which may help him a little bit, but I think his face is the only unprotected part on his body, really.
Ooh, nice cross up. Keeping back in the blender.
And still has access to another assist for extensions here. Is probably going to need to THC and then use 1 meter afterwards, but using 1 meter afterwards entirely fine. Probably not going to get the kill, actually. This is going to leave Ken at a fraction of life. And that fraction is so threatening. Ends up going for the Tatsu, and very nice work by Heathnoff figuring out the exact time he needed to Venom thing, that he wouldn't get caught by one of the Tatsu's sides, but still manages to hit it in the top. Very excellent.
Quack looking for an assist, but Heathnoff not biting. Ooh, keeps it safe. Grenade.
He's an incredibly powerful and unreasonable
tool
with the confirm off these guns. Kills off
X Factor.
Kills off Venom. This is going to be... Oh no! Venom has a pixel. Venom no longer has a pixel. Fortunately
Thanos against Ultron.
Is an incredibly powerful character and did not get unblockable on incoming, so he gets the chance to play. And Quack's been doing a really good job of making use of the air palm breaker to counter some of the treatment.
No pun intended, counter.
And this is going to be a scary situation, but Quack has blocked effectively for so long. Looking good for Quack, is going to make the adjustment. Has 3 meters available, which is pretty helpful, and my gosh, that cube travels for such a huge period of time. Ended up getting the down heavy, but didn't have the confirm off of it. Now,
it's gonna tag.
End of Ultron. That Quack's going up 2-0 over Heathnoff. Very nice work to the Quack.
Seeing this incredible ability of Quack to control right now the amount of chaos that Heathnoff is looking for with their very aggressive team style. Ooh, quick little reset there.
Interesting to bring out Ultron so early. Venom was not a particularly huge health risk. Now, Ultron getting hit a bit is pretty scary. Got the hit on Ken, but did not get the confirm, and is going to need to get this. There have been a lot of drops for the Ultrons tonight, it feels like, where some are just not quite working out. Oh,
dive
gets
kick.
over, but does not get the hit. Players X. But Heathnoff has a substantial meter lead at this point, but the health on Ultron is amazing. And those dive punches can be incredibly strong to counterpoke certain things, but when there's guns on the ground or there's cubes, it could be a lot.
Tags high HP Thanos.
With the DHC all the way through, manages to hit Ken pretty hard there. As a good thing against that assist is going to be enough, but Hunk is going to die here. This is looking pretty scary for Heathnoff. Is going to need to do it with Ultron and then anchor Venom without X Factor. This is looking scary, especially since Ultron is now within chip range. Manages to get the hit, but doesn't get the confirm off of it. This is looking terrifying. Has Hunk in the corner, but that great work from Quack getting behind. This is really terrifying for Venom. He needs something to work out dramatically in his favor because there's just so... Oh, and that's how you started. 6-8.
Heathnoff rejecting Quack's attempt to slow down pace.
And this is going to... Hunk is a low life character, so the follow-up here is going to kill with the Venom bite. And no, didn't quite get the timing for it. And gets the follow-up anyways.
The 80 millisecond curse.
Let's see. Has the opportunity to take this, and it looks like web throw paired with trap together manages to token, but not on its own. Oh, and gets the hit on Ken. This is looking possible. There are 25 seconds left on the Marvel clock, but Venom does his damage pretty quickly, so he doesn't need to worry about that too much. And he's only going to need maybe 2 hits on Thanos, because Thanos is chunky, but if he gets the double super, it may work out.
Trying to slow down again.
He can make this combo take long enough that the chances that Quack gets to do anything to come back, even if it doesn't kill, are extra limited, because he gets the super into super. It's to do no supers.
Look out.
Now,
Thanos damage.
bad for Heathnoff, and with that, Quack goes up 3-0 over Heathnoff and ascends to the winners finals.
2 seconds on the clock.
Very nice work to Quack, and I'm sure that we'll see Heathnoff do some amazing things on the learner side of the league for each other.
Remora has 2 assists that sort of hang back. I guess the Thugulos is rocking 2 very aggressive, like push forward assists.
And gets the throw, but that so consistently has gone badly for Remora when he goes for the OTG, but he's so good in scrambles afterwards that despite that, he has been in a decent situation anyways. And gets the happy birthday enough to kill both, and has enough meter on deck that should be able to kill. Oh, the X Factor and hit Sentinel, but did not recognize that that was not connecting with Moonstone. This time, invest the X. This is going to be the end of Thugulos Hunk, and maybe able to do it meterless there.
The answer is yes.
Very nice work to Remora in this first game. Let's see what Thugulos does to respond. Managed to push Remora all the way back to the corner, but then Remora able to actually convert situations where they're near each other into damage, and that matters so much, is going to be able to kill off Rashid here. Just either 1 or 2 meters? I think this is going to be 2. It chooses to invest it, as should fun.
Goes for the chip out. Not sure if that was intended, but it gave you a mid-screen mix, which is really good at that Dante assist.
Is for sure. Oh, and
Ooh,
Psylocke hitting
dragged the
at good
legs.
times, but she can't confirm herself off of that anymore. She needs assist if she wants to combo when she has low TG there. This is looking
Dante
bad for
pressure.
Psylocke. And with that, Psylocke gets another chance to play. And Dante's Blood's gonna be too late here, but fortunately for Remora, gets the dry tag. But unfortunately for Remora, Psylocke gets the immediate hit there. She's going to be able to adjust.
Helm breaking of the heart.
This is not looking great for Thugulos. Remora going up a quick 2-0 in this loser side set.
Sometimes it's only the shot that counts and the one that kills.
Getting rid of the character is so important in this game. Leaving someone on 1 pixel, it is not enough when so many characters can just like run through your entire team. And Thugulos went for the tag, but Hunk is going to get killed for this. Doesn't, but Remora just resets, and because of that, Hunk is going to be able to die to a single meter use, maybe 2. Looks like it'll take 2, but
For another mid-screen mix, maybe?
The mix is not real enough. Thugulos able to get in there with Psylocke, but does not have a confirm in those situations. She needs to do the side blade combos in order to be able to get proper confirms there now. But now full screen. It appears that the side flash does pretty decently against Skewer, but not so decently against drones. Now Psylocke is dead, and Rashid with X Factor 3 is all that's left for Thugulos. He can make this comeback.
Activates install. Remora is
And that moves.
That's a really good angle on that fireball. But
Remora is swinging now.
Oh.
And the installed version of a lot of Rashid's things seems pretty good. And Rashid gets to get over this and block, but X Factor's about to run out. Thugulos is going to need to do something great in order to get this confirmed, kill off characters, because Marvel 2 Sentinel has a ton of life. This is going to be at least 3 more hit, probably 2. Oh, maybe it'll be 0 more hits because Marvel 2 Sentinel may take the kill instead. Is taking the opportunity to run away, puts the round harvest, or no, goes straight to the bullet, and the bullet catches before Thugulos can get out. Because of that, Remora manages to take the set over Thugulos. We have Wisa and Eurobeat Raya coming up on deck. Also in learner side of bracket, Wisa had beat Cute 3-2.
A little unpopularity changes.
Yes, the last time she won a tournament when I was playing her, you could block when you zipped, and zip had 20 frames additional block stun from where it does now, which so she was just a much safer character in every situation. Oh, but Monster Hunter here swinging pretty hard, putting some damage onto Venom, but then just getting hit by the Rashid. We're seeing a decent amount of Rashid today, even though Escalante is not in bracket. This is going to be enough to kill Monster Hunter because the DHC is available, and Spider-Gwen's going to stay in for the mix-up. He has the opportunity to tag Reliever in.
I mean, Monster Hunter assist might be a really...
Oh, and that was unfortunate for Eurobeat Raya. X had gotten the hit, but then the Venom Trap was there and ate the hitbox on the launcher, so that meant that Eurobeat Raya couldn't confirm the combo properly. They did.
Incredible damage here.
Venom Trap is like... Ooh, that was a really great reset. For those who don't know, for Spider-Gwen, that's Command Throw. So that was just like... because of the correct read on teching. Very nice work by Wisa there.
Triangulation of tools.
I also think that might have been guaranteed. I don't 100% know tabs, but it looked possible that was just like, oh, she gets to force that reset.
The X Factor YSF will go up round 1.
Very nice work to Raya. Let's see how Eurobeat Raya ends up adjusting and gets the hit with the jumping heavy. Does not get the full confirm and tries to do something out of the web ball. because of this, the counter hit on Rashid makes that confirm quite easy. Monster Hunter might die here meterless because Rashid's in such a good situation, has her in the corner, doesn't quite do it, but
I mean,
goes
it's
with
a
the
set
mixer.
play team. Whether or not meter needs to be spent, YSF is determined to just use these incredibly locking down assists to go for endless mix.
Let's see if Eurobeat Raya can make something happen with this X. We unfortunately haven't gotten to see much of this character, and it looks like we're not going to see any more of this match. Rashid just with so much momentum for YSF
Up
here.
to DMC1 Dante, high damage.
Oh, but
Ooh.
drops the combo. And make sure that Rashid lands on a rocket so that way, if there had been a DHC, oh, this is going to
Small
kill.
window, but more than enough.
And Eurobeat Raya got the hit early enough that it may have been possible to go for the kill. Now this is looking very good for YSF though. Has the hit with
Doesn't
Zeno.
fall for the bold
This is
move.
going to be the end of Dante. 2-0 very swiftly, but that game was much closer. We're seeing Rashid do some zooming across the screen and manages to get so much pressure, but is not getting the confirm any of these times, but his plus gets to continue with his pressure, and when the pressure is maintained, you can't block forever no matter how good you are at blocking.
Go, Monster Hunter's a healthy character.
Not gonna
I
kill
assume
either.
reset here.
Go for the mix, and the mix is pretty good.
Then X is oh.
Read that there was going to be a button on incoming and got it. And unfortunately for Eurobeat Raya, X's button not go through people. They're single hit targets, so when you use a 8 or medium, you can't happy birthday with your normals. And that can be pretty rough in situations just like that.
Yeah, YSF's incredible ability at this point to generate these layers on layers.
Eurobeat Raya, looks like DMC1 Dante is not going to get to live for that much longer. There's so much meter here available for Wisa. With the DHC, this is more than enough, and Wisa
Maximum
takes
Gwen.
it over Eurobeat Raya, taking it further in the bracket.
Do you want a redo? Because that felt like a practice set.
And with that, on the learner's side, there's myself and Remora, and then Heathnoff versus Wisa. And in winner's final, there is Zeno and Quack. Excited to see all.
This is a match of very high-skilled, seasoned players playing fairly unique teams. Isacera's usage of Ryu is a lot of like space management and efficient usage of these two projectile assists between X and Hunk. And Remora relies heavily on using drone-based mixes and pressures in a very classic Marvel 2 style. Though Moonstone is one of their newer characters to their lineup, so optimization is still forthcoming. Ooh, realizes that wasn't going to be enough, and it might not have comboed. Instead, goes into install. It's going to wear it for comes in, but uses drone mix-up to just smother Hunk's ability to maneuver out, and ooh, THE into Dante, non-infinite here. To build some meter and set up the next mix. Ooh. DMC Dante's incredible ability there to just stall in the air, allowing positioning of various drones and other assist setups, as well as the fact that as you can see, while Dante has been double triple with the DMC1 variety, they get a huge normals. That said, it is a level 3 now as opposed to the standard level 1 install super. Go, ooh. Realizes that Isacera wasn't in the position to send out Buster or other things to cover their approach. And Remora goes up 1, punishing. Go. Ooh, quick match almost leads to happy birthday, but fortune favors Isacera, giving them another chance to find the hit on. Ooh. And Remora once again gives Sarah yet another opportunity, but staying in the driver's seat as long as Remora can. Picks up install and is going for is in front, but tags the throw, killing cost of meter well spent. This moment, Isisera is just looking to slow down the overall fast gameplay that Remora is throwing out here. And X is the character for this. Low HP on Moonstone ensures that X can kill without using X Factor, and looks like they're going into sword mode, but Remora, ever the versatile player, is coming down, heart forward, putting all their essence, sorrow into signature Helmbreaker. They're maneuvering carefully and optimize this combo as much as they can. X Factor is about to end, and Sentinel's a lot of HP, so these are the most important moments of this entire set. And with Beam Saber mode, X has access to some very Zero-like mix and normals, but not as much of an ability to space, though. Thanks to those loops, Sarah very carefully showing off the potential of this character for a very incredible comeback. And seeing if this is the first time that Sarah's beginning to sort of see these patterns and is now going to pull forward, as opposed to playing from behind. Ooh. Either hit stun or slow ramp, what causes that to whiff. Now Isisera is losing X Factor, reads the THC, hits the tag, controlling the Super Hyper with dive kick. It doesn't kill, despite having access to an OTG Fireball with the Evil Ruse, a level 1 token super. Now tag both, trying to get a happy birthday and getting rid of the assist, but looks like Sentinel manages to get out. And Isisera is now playing at his very careful range, trying to look for Remora's Helmbreakers as well as trying to tag the fact that Remora has 2 assists that are fairly slow, even if they have very good coverage of this horizontal space. Ooh. Using the quick normals, I managed to tag. DMZ went Dante before Remora could anti-air. And now Isisera is trying to even out this momentum, though Moonstone is going to land a hit on X, which is going to require some heavy optimization to get the kill. Are they going to use Sentinel? No. Going for the reset instead. Isisera sniffs out, and there goes Moonstone. For the first time in the commanding position of being on the offensive serve, going to once again utilize X's Beam Saber tools to pressure Middle's large body with the aid of that assist, try and shore up positions where Remora wants to go. And quick confirm, Isisera is now up 2. And Remora is going to perform their signature take a breath, drink water, the true makings of a champion, showing the proper way to not immediately go headfirst back into a situation when the momentum is starting to move away from you. And now, being already in loser's bracket, Remora is fighting for their last breath in this tournament. Isisera needs all but one more match to take and advance forward in the learning bracket. And it looks like, ooh, Mora pulling back and looking for an opportunity, playing a little more aware than prior. And looks like with Evil Reader's HP, there's going to be a reset. Read and uses install super to not make the gap. And falls into Hunk, losing assist in the process, and Isisera X-Factoring, trying to kill Moonstone, and then realizing when they couldn't that they instead should probably aim to pressure for reset. And using Punk's incredible layering tools of grenade and guns to smother a Remora and make them unable to optimize this X-Factor pressure, but Hyper Sentinel Force is going to take out character, leaving just Punk and X. There's team more than enough to handle this situation, but a good sight nonetheless for Remora. Lightning is going to trade, but Sentinel cannot confirm here. And it's now up to Remora to channel the classic lineage of the MVC2 Sentinel, showing up this character's amazing ability throughout the years, though Cicera is once again bringing out the incredible force of the professional robot hunter, take out a professional robot, and going up this last victory, Cicera will take it 3-1 over Remora. Good match to both players. There we go. Myself immediately trying to control momentum, but getting caught in a excellent use of Ultron's beam assist to give Venom the need to pressure on the high points. And Heathnoff is likely to spend a full meter here with almost 3 available to kill this character. No, goes for a reset instead. Venom Fang is caught by the web ball assist. Wisa is really an excellent player at placing that, catching a lot of very good aggressive styles, but not to be beaten so easily. Is going to come up and angling for a meterless kill. Lets them make a weapon trap, and Spider-Gwen is caught overhead. Again, Heathnoff has easy meter available to kill. He's willing to DHC. Here.
Definitely jumping back on the mics for this excellent matchup. Wisa is going to lose that Spider-Gwen immediately as Heathnoff continues in, but how do you feel about that Anchor Venom? He does have all the resources he could possibly want as an Anchor, but he's missing a team.
I think like high damage characters getting better in X Factor is no surprise, but it's a lot harder without an assist to ensure your Venom Fangs are always covered. That said, that kind of mix with Trap and the guaranteed kill off X Factor ensures that if Heathnoff's going to want this, he's going to have to block for it.
Ooh, and manages to get away, doesn't even need to block. Very fortunate for Heathnoff. This is potentially the end of Wisa. Level 3 is available. That may be a little far. No, it still reaches. And Hunk. Oh, this may not actually kill.
Grenade, yeah, using... I almost want to call those the respect bombs. Every time I've ever seen a grenade thrown, it's to ensure that you don't get caught in something you're afraid of.
Very good use of grenades for sure. Making sure that there are areas of the screen they could attack you from. There are less areas of the screen they could attack you from if you throw a grenade.
Something I've noticed with Wisa is that, I mean, Web Ball is an old assist. It's in the base game, but like their ability to place it to really foil its counterattacks against their pressure is really good.
And this time has the knockdown on Heath in the corner. Went for the reset, is going to get a decent amount of damage, but not a kill. Heathnoff's Venom being still alive.
Second read on the throw.
Yeah,
there's the ball. Yeah, they've fundamentally developed this huge set play style that's really well deserved for I guess their player personality.
Oh, and this is going to be Venom getting one more chance. Uses a meter to try and get out. Is Spider-Gwen going to stay in? No, goes for the install with Rashid. It has essentially no recovery, but Wisa tried to do something after it and was caught by Heathnoff, going in with that powerful dive punch.
What is it with Ultron and just not killing?
Well, he ended up getting the kill there, just took him some extra tries, and my gosh, how the bounces from the drone beam to getting the confirm with actual beam for the kill, has X Factor on deck, X's, and is going to be able to combo after level 3. HSD getting out faster than Heathnoff feels ready for it. Spider-Gwen in X Factor 3 is a menace. She is so fast she could get in there, but was not respecting the dive punch, and because of that, he's going up. Oh, over Wisa.
Taking a quick moment to catch your breath and see if Wisa can actually manage to, there we go, reliably control the pace the way they've been doing in some of their prior matches.
And investing that early X Factor, let's see if even with X Venom dies here, because I think that Venom is going to live, and there's plenty of time for Hunk to get life back now.
So the question is,
what?
Two, is Heathnoff been watching for some of Wisef's unique mix resets?
Oh, and those beam drones were potentially enough to confirm, but didn't quite get it. Rashid, on the other hand, gets his confirmed. This is looking decent for Wisa. Even though X Factor has been used, has the combo, has Ultron in the corner. Ultron's now out, and Hunk is getting hit. And a happy birthday for Wisa. Need Super is going to get rid of both characters, and Wisa gets on the board 1-2 against Zeno.
Heavy usage of Rashid's ability to just stick to some of Heathnoff's slower, bigger characters, paying off really well in that match, but it could be hard with his downward.
Oh, and even with the whiff, it is able to get a version that still kills off Spider-Gwen and gets an extra Venom Bite going on there. Oh, the jumping heavy doesn't quite confirm.
Try and tag the assist, bringing in Venom. Ooh. He can avoid the Venom Bite himself.
Venom, this X Factor coming out from Heath, decided that Wisef's Venom is also a problem. Does not want this character to live. Oh, it looks like Bounce must have already been used or something? Or maybe the wrong Venom Fang came out, because was expecting to be able to get something right there after Venom Fang. But now X Factor used for both people, Wisef choosing to use the level 3. And even in the situation this doesn't kill, follow up afterwards.
Optimize for your life here.
But now Heathnoff is both at more health on both characters, and along with that has so much meter available. If he gets a hit, even a healthy character like Big Buff Venom can still just die. And that's the type of hit that leads into a death. Is going to probably only need the level 3, and level 3 is going to do it. That means that it's all going to be up to Rashid with 1/3 of his life or so coming in, deal with beams, but then he tries to just
plenty of meter. Ooh, getting a little ambitious for how fast Rashid is to tag that.
Wisa trying to make this close. Heathnoff's Ultron is going to survive, and Hunk is still available. That has so little recovery that even though the dive punch was started well before the attack came out, it was still not able to punish the receiver.
He's not going up 3. Wisef's 1, a good showing to Wisef. I really think with the kind of play they're bringing to Palette Swap that we could see some
Wisa, so we are going in. Oh yes, top 3. But one of them is playing. Oh gosh, Hunk just lost half of his life at the beginning of the match, and it looks like Zeno choosing not to fight this match with Ken, but instead trying to fight it with Point Thanos. It gets the hit, but doesn't get the kill. And when you won't kill Shinakuma, he just starts getting his life back. And even with that counter, the cube actually betrayed him. Very nice work to Quack. Was able to use that Thanos to effectively deal with Zeno Shinakuma, but was able to get the happy birthday, didn't get the confirm. Hunk is bleeding a substantial deal, so if they get summoned as an assist and sniped even once, that could be the end. Doing good, making sure that they're pretty safe, but Zeno's gotten a lot of hits as Ultron. They haven't actually been confirmed, but the hits have been happening, and this time there's the confirm off of it. Even though that's a super non-ideal starter, has managed to get so much damage out of it. This is going to be beam, but no DHC is available. This goes for the mix-up afterwards. Thanos in the corner actually gets hit, but he's going to get... the flight gets over it. Very nice work to Zeno. And the punish on the grenades. Very nice stuff. Zeno showing why they're a threat with all of their characters. Quack, his entire team's bleeding a decent amount, but he has his full team. Let's see if Zeno's able to do something with this Ultron, or it's going to be time for the Red She-Hulk to get work done. And Thanos there, getting over the beam. Zeno seems to use beam a decent amount as Ultron. Oh, and Red She-Hulk gets hit. Quack, please invest your resources. This character should die. Oh, and now Zeno has the potential punish. Red She-Hulk is alive. Ken is about to not be alive. Oh, Ken was lucky and avoided the follow-up. And Zeno needs to get in with this character, but she is in a very good level of X Factor. And now Thanos is going to be dead. She has the incoming mix-up on Hunk, who is not a mobile character. He could swing on incoming, but other than that, he is pretty scared of things. Oh, and Zeno got the hit and the confirm off of it. This is going to be potentially the end of Hunk. Goes for the super, and now it's all up to Ken. Will he be able to do it against this Red She-Hulk? And Quack is not caught by the command throw, and because of that, he's able to get the confirm and kill off Red She-Hulk. Quack getting on the board 1-0 against Zeno. Zeno taking a moment to think. Shinakuma, who had been a very powerful character for him in some of the other matches thus far, hadn't gotten the chance to play that much, and this is going to be a situation where Shinakuma gets hit but is still entirely fine, and because of that, it gets to get the hit on Thanos, and Thanos is a healthy guy, but not a healthy enough guy to get hit by Shinakuma. The character has already built up tons of meter. He's going to just be able to beam him in the corner into another beam. Oh, this is an X Factor from Quack. Very scary situation, and then X Factoring and losing the character because he is not prepared for how incredibly good Shinakuma is. And extra chance, you know, making sure there are no more chances here, is going to be able to kill off both Ken and Hunk. This is a very fast retort from Zeno, bringing it to 1-1 after a game. The first game went badly, but the second game went incredibly quickly and in Zeno's favor. It's as if Zeno's a very good player and Shinakuma is a very good character. But let's see if Quack is able to get that oppression started. Has been making great use of those cubes, but now is going to eat a beam to the face's results. Actually gets the pocket time. But let's see if the confirm available here is actually going to kill Shinakuma. No, and now Shinakuma gets to play more, and all that damage that had been done, Shinakuma is already almost as healthy as Thanos again, despite having been hit by combos. Shinakuma getting in there, pressure in the corner, is going to be able to block against, oh, it doesn't even need to block, gets to the opposite side, but doesn't have the confirm off of his launcher, is going to take out so much of Hunk's life. Wait, I do not have the capability of Thanos speedboxing, and I also don't have audio of the stream, so I cannot do anything in synchronization with what's going on. Oh gosh, that was such a good Hadouken into X Factor confirmed from Quack there. Is going to be able to get the mix on Ultron immediately, but doesn't get the confirm off of it. Zeno managing to take to the skies, wear out so much of X Factor time, but then Ultron gets hit. It's all down to Red She-Hulk. And she comes in with the butt and is going to be able to Thanos and kill him off of this most likely. Oh, instead drops the combo, and now it's the DHC instead is going to be able to go into Beam. I don't think Beam DHC kills here. But she has X Factor, so this doesn't ship. And Ken's about to be punched. Ken is about to die. And now it had been looking so reasonable for Quack. And it no longer looks at all reasonable for Quack. Zeno has evaporated his entire team. Just kill Shinakuma. Also need to kill Red She-Hulk. this has been a vital part of the matchup. Oh, the cube actually hit Shinakuma out of Shorty. I was not expecting that one. The beam is coming out, just going to take a decent amount of Thanos' life, but also just sets time on the clock that's in Shinakuma's favor. Now he gets to get into these jab Hadokens, which have taken out another half of Thanos' life. And almost gets the confirm off of the Demon Flip Zanku Hadoken. Is trying to properly respect the cubes, but Quack is making great work of using those cubes. He's going to hit Thanos, but not any assist. Is able to shoot all the way through the Thanos cube, but just has low enough recovery on Hadoken that he could just do it. And he should be able to kill here with the DHC, which is very fortunate for Quack. I don't want to let this character live. And he's going to have Hunk in for the Ultron matchup. Ultron is pretty decent. Oh no, Shinakuma lives here. And Shinakuma lives and gets the opportunity to just start like zoning again, throw out some beams, just make sure, oh, caught Ken with that beam. This is going to be potentially very nice use of the teleport by Zeno, because Shinakuma can do this in the air and does not have a hurt box when he does, so he can get out of a bunch of things that most characters just need to hold. And Zeno trying to abuse Quack's assist, just like all of them when they're coming out, hitting them with drones. Oh no, this is not what Zeno needs. And Quack trying to get the confirm, ends up missing with the first one, hits with the second, is going to get a reset on Zeno's Ultron, but it is not enough, and everything is going to scrambles here for both of these players. Zeno still has X Factor available, but there's no meter left on his side, and he wants to get at least a little meter before that red She-Hulk comes in, because both of his favorite moves require meter, and is able to crouch under it and avoid the cube. Very nice work to Zeno. Getting the... oh, Quack has the hit, but X Factor 3 is available, and now she has 1 meter. I don't think Ken is going to kill here. What type of reset does he go for? A pretty good one, and now he has level 3 available, so he can kill off of this. Quack is going to get the games tied up as long as he doesn't drop this. Going up 2-2 against Zeno. Very nice work to the Quack bot. And Zeno, let's see if they jump right back in, take a moment to think about things. Oh, I am being joined on commentary by the wonderful and amazing Senior Hamon. Senior Hamon, we are in a very exciting winners finals right now, where Zeno is up against Quack. Ended up using meter right at the beginning there, but just preemptive, making sure that Hunk assist couldn't get on and do anything. Now is going to be able to actually punish this. Gets the hit, forces the X Factor out of Quack, but let's see if that X Factor is a good decision. Thanos alive, or if this is going to be a game where Shinakuma just gets to come out on top and do all the things that he needs in order to thrive. It's already...
now, Zeno's taking almost good precautions. As you can tell, Shinakuma's already regaining that red health. Already has a 1 bar. Zeno has able to hit Quack multiple times on the low, but this time finally, oh, Quack was ready for it, but never mind. Got the wall bounce again. Instantly, yeah, it's so fast you cannot super jump. You'll end up catching the tip. Nice for the Tatsu, end up having the wall bounce, gonna get the connection. Oh, doesn't need the ground bounce, still able to save it. Just Tatsu loops, add 2 bars of meter. All these Tatsus to the face. Just a knockdown. Oh, uppercut to try to finish it off. A double. Oh, and Quack responded with the short Rican of his own and was able to connect with the super. Hunk Soup special. Oh no, the grenade did not connect with the guns, but it looks like possibly Shinakuma's gonna get blasted. Nice demon fade. Zeno with the connection. No ground bounce. Oh, but Quack is able to get the row. The response. 2v2. Oh, would have air to air. Would have connected. Zeno still able to finally get out of the corner. Hopefully respond with some actions, but instead just gets Tatsu'd and connected to the face. Ooh, these assists are just overwhelming.
Still has the X and now meter is pretty even. It's not going to catch Hunk there, but it gets hit only with the tail end of bullets. This is going to also not combo, but this is hard knockdown, so if Zeno wants, can get kind of started against Thanos. And
assist.
Some more of those air beams. Let's see, this is going to be the end of Ultron, but we have seen this red She-Hulk kill so many characters. Let's see if she's able to get in there against Ken. Is continuing to fall with the butt. It has essentially no recovery. So interesting poke there by Zeno is going to be able to block this. Does not block it. And now the DHC into beam is not going to kill her. Does the follow-up lead into what's needed for the win? I think that she still survives this too, because she's a healthy lady.
Heck yeah, there's still an extension. Tries to use a super to at least do some damage on Hunk. A punish again, but it doesn't even go full screen. And that's going to be 3-2 for Quack. Nice
Quack.
Thanos.
Clutching it out after Zeno was able to go up the games and get close to getting into the winner's side of Grands, but Quack is going to be sitting there, and Zeno is going to have to fight the winner of myself and Heathnoff. I'm going to hop off to fight Heathnoff now. Good luck, Heathnoff. Have fun.
Sarah definitely has the MS advantage, so it's going to be able to weave up and around to, you know, get Heath on their toes. But Heath always has the reads from the other coast. Just kind of has an idea, you're probably going to do this, so I'll push my button now, and it's been working out. I mean, Heath's already has won some Palace Up tournaments before and is in top 3, so it's been working out despite the MS difference. And those of you that have just gotten here, if you're loving the mods, you want to try some of the mods you want it for your setup, go ahead and pick !mods. The one you see on screen is specifically for us here at the HAVENGERS, but there is a public version available for you right there in the chat. But in the meantime, hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, actually, I do have some news for those of you that were here during the casuals lobby. I was looking for a song by The Weeknd. Yeah, had trouble, couldn't find it because it was in my head. Turns out it's the later second half of the song After Hours, so that was cool to find out. But yeah, with the mods, you can download it on your PC and mod your copy of NVC. If you need help, you're always welcome to contact me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Just come into my chat. I have a 24/7 chat. Usually always hanging around. Just ask and I'll help you out, get you set up. I thought it was the album name. Well, yeah, there's a song called After Hours, and it's around the 3-minute mark where it just turns into this different beat, and it's very nice. And just like, you know, if you're in a club, someone's staring eye to eye across the room, that type of thing. It's both. There's a track. There's name after hours. Oh, so it's like the title track, almost, you could say. Is that Alone Again? I mean, I'll look it up again. It's called title track. No, I mean, because it's a track named after the. Anyways, but yeah, it's After Hours. I was because all I did was just look up. I just found the playlist again on YouTube. And oh yeah, the album's called After Hours. Yeah, and it's a song called After Hours. This is the song, yeah. And yeah, it's 7 minutes. And then if you want to enjoy some good music, I mean, at least like, you know, like since it's all nighttime, everywhere we're all at, there's a very long intro, and then the beat changes, picks up exactly. See, Gotti the Great knows what's the deal, and that it changes the beat around 3/7, and it's very nice. It's very like it's a good drive home song, you know, chilling with the homies or driving to. It's definitely a tone setter. Oh wait, I haven't been watching. Oh snap! I was waiting for the. I was looking at the wrong screen, waiting for the match to start. Even though I've already won, taking it 1-0 over Icy Sarah. My apologies, folks. Oh no. But I started trying to respond easily with Sherry, pick up of her own. OTG, no, just stand there, was worried about missing a button, and Heath getting the punish. Just wants to stay safe till it's 2-2. Definitely gonna get the confirm. Oh man, I don't think I could talk about it on stream. All right, anyways, well, we're all in California. That's all right. Yeah. That's all right. It's I don't know. Depends. As Sherry's laying waste to these two characters, doesn't have X Factor but has X to the Shockwave. Oh, just goes for the super, is able to connect it twice. No, does not have a link. I smoked at least 8 bulls. I want to say I probably smoked about 2 grams in less than a minute. I think yeah, I had an 8. Well, it was probably half an eighth, and I smoked the whole rest of it as I was driving home. It's only like a 2-minute drive. I just like circled the block really quick. But man, Heath laying really down all that chip damage. Oh, Icy Surge gonna try to super, but unfortunately picks the wrong direction. Yeah, it was like back to back. Just because I thought it was broke, and then my pops came through with his side of the rental for the car for my brother's wedding, and I actually I've been calling off a lot on my one of my jobs, so my checks have been kind of small. But this today I got it paid early, and it was like a full check, and I was like, oh man, I have money for weed, you know, $10 eighths, easy peasy. Or like we also have a $9. It's a pill. It's a very small pill, like a Benadryl. It's 100 milligrams, quick dissolve. Like as soon as you put it in your mouth, like Venom's putting this evil Ryu in the mouth, taking care of him. It dissolves immediately. Like even says on the bag, you have to drink it with water. I mean, it looks like Hunk needs some water because Heathnoff needs some water because he is on fire. Especially slamming it down after slamming some sherry all over. Definitely need a cup of water. But yeah, it's quick dissolving, and you feel it in 8 minutes. No, I work at a dispensary. It's an official capacity sake. It's it's official. It's legit. You pay for it. There's a machine. A receipt you get after, you know. Well, Heath. Was that a quick 10? Yeah, $10 eighths. That's like the cheap stuff. To all y'all, it'd probably be super bomb, and it's only $10. Like people are picky kind of, and then like it's like
depending on whether you're vaporizing, smoking, or if it passes through your liver changes it to a different number. Oh, and there is going for the immediate round start deep. And names look like they're swapped, by the way, Kevin. But getting caught by that Venom though, and this is all that's needed for Heathnoff. I think that's a non-optimal confirm though, and because of that, Shinakuma is going to get to play the game again, and when he gets to play the game, he's already back to the point where he's at advantage now, even though he was the one who had gotten hit. Very fortunate and blessed character here, the Shinakuma.
And he should be more powerful. How funny.
This character is a substantial problem, and this time it's who gets the clean hit right at the beginning, and this is looking pretty scary. Goes for the level 3, get rid of Ultron, and for those who don't know, that is unblockable, and with X Factor you get to combo off of it for the kill. He's invulnerable during it, so even if he times it in a way where you should be able to hit him, it doesn't actually let you stop the blockable from hitting you. So pretty powerful tool, but Heathnoff here with the Anchor Hunk is going to be able to get the mix on Ultron. This looks like all that is needed is going to get the kill without spending any meter. Has 5 on deck for fighting Red She-Hulk. X Factor is about to be done. Let's see how Zeno tries to get in and super jumps into the air. Heath with the very nice job dashing under. Getting those normals out is going to be able to get She-Hulk into the corner, then go straight into the OTG into super. That looks like Heathnoff taking game 1 in a very close set with the comeback from Hunk.
Yeah, I definitely seen Zeno bringing the smoke, setting the tone with them blockable into the same character. But yeah, Heath was just able to pull it off. That clutch muscle is just always in Heathnoff favors for what reason or another. But Zeno decided to try to slow it back down, just kind of get more of a overwhelming sense of Heath, just the eventualities of hitting the character. Heathnoff almost, never mind, actually following through and connecting the combo is actually gonna able to complete the long version. Oh, opts for the snap, and nice smart stuff from Heathnoff. If you snap Shinakuma back into the anchor position, that opponent loses X Factor level 3, cannot call Shinakuma back in. And it's just an overall bad time. But now Heathnoff's just gonna try to take care of the Shinakuma, but when it caught her out, she has no slouch with that bionic arm and with assist on the back. Yeah, goodbye Hunk, and so far it's not paying off for Heathnoff at all, as Zeno's able to get that trade.
It's as if Red She-Hulk is a problem, especially when she has an assist to play with.
Yeah, hasn't Heath seen when I tried playing Zeno and every time I snapped in Red She-Hulk, it would always end badly? Oh, but Heathnoff's trying to make a statement, turning around. Bye-bye, Red She-Hulk. Here comes double Ultrons. Who is the true one? Oh man, I forgot that. WandaVision reference for Vision. No matter.
Looks like both of them trying to play a more full screen game, but Heathnoff dives, and the dive gets caught by the Ultron beam. Not quite angled in such a way to get him over safely, but Heathnoff has so much practice with this character. Unfortunately, if you get the partial beam there, it's not easy to get the beam confirm anymore. I don't believe you get to do that. So this is just like Heathnoff getting hit actually by Zeno's Ultron, but the confirm isn't quite there. Zeno using lots of the air melee drones that strike downwards. Interesting to see that as one of his primary tactics, while Heathnoff, on the other hand, is using a lot more of the beam drones on the ground. X-Factor gets used by Heath.
And I wonder whose pose those are from the drone. Just I like the little stance they take before they show up, like, oh, we need to take care of this bucko right here. And oh, dude, forget that X-Factor there's just a cancel, so Zeno's not going to get any benefits off it. And it's not even going to matter because Heath got to hit 5 bars a meter just straight into the level 3 eraser onto this demon.
And Off is now up 2-0. Both of those games looked incredibly close. So despite Heathnoff being on the looks like just going back to see things. It's still sticking with the same team, same assists.
Yeah, basically Shinakumba is always pumped. If you're talking about that's the scroll win. Oh, thank you. Yes, that was the pose they do for the bots. I was wondering. And Zeno taking a breath, gonna have to make the reverse 3-0 right here. Oh, Storm spell charge, I think. Oh, either or.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, and just with the falling Tatsu.
Falling Tatsu has a good hitbox, and he has so many different varieties of good falling Tatsu. This is going to be... Is this going to be the end of meterless? No, it's going to be the end of Venom for a meter. Oh no, not even the end of Venom.
Heath not even afraid to jump with the
He lost his meter because he was too close to the ground. And because of that, Ultron is going to eat one beam to the face. Unfortunately for Zeno, the second beam to the face does not come out in time to combo. Shinakuma, a character who could repeatedly beam as long as he has meter.
Yeah, nice H's. What are these functions I'm witnessing from Heathnoff? Is an OTG into just a level 3 once again. Yeah, once gives Shinakuma no chance to recharge. Nice OTG, follow up. So he'll take care of it. But spent all the meter and Zeno has a chance. Oh, and the ground bounce with the beam from the drones was able to save Heath. No connection for Zeno, but just gonna try to go for a chip out. Mash the buttons. Oh, Heath decided to sacrifice the Ultron possibly, but we know Heath's not gonna give up. Dies anyways. Just up to the Venom. Eddie Brock, are you blocking? Are you the king in black? Nice dive over, and it actually was able to hit. What a hitbox to stop Ultron. Oh, the bot trying to just take care of Venom. Where are the shots? Did you see those coming from the sky? Oh no, that was Hunk shooting up into the sky.
Hunk Up Guns is a counter pick assist for specifically dealing with Shinakuma since he's so threatening in the air. Oh, and great X-Factor, but the confirm wasn't there. All Zeno needs to do is stall and let Ultron not get hit while building meter for Red She-Hulk. Oh, but those guns did 200k on their own. This is going to be Red She-Hulk getting the hit. She catches on fire, but then walks forward through it. I'm not sure exactly. Tabs, we've seen some very weird interactions with her bionic arm multiple times this evening in relation to projectiles. Like, that was the other time it had happened previously too, so it seems like her bionic arm interacting with projectiles some way very strange.
And Zeno trying to go for the snipe, actually gets a hit, should be able to follow through, goes for a falling Akuma fireballs. Heath just diving with domers, and it finally connects, getting Zeno. Shinakuma has 2 bars of meter, gonna be able to definitely finish off Shinakuma if they so choose. Gets the OTG, gonna snap. Nice, smart stuff. Shinakuma is of course going to heal, but now Zeno loses X-Factor level 2. But as we've seen every time that Red She-Hulk comes out, he ends up paying for it. Bionic arm to the face. Oh, and he still lives. Nice tag. Zeno was not able to punish it, didn't fall through. Nice wave dashes into the slide. Gonna get the pickup off this. Nice. Build another bar of meter. Thunkin. Betty's letting Ultron know. Push block. Didn't get hit by the overhead. Heathnoff tried to dive, follow through with the S. Oh no. Hello, Dr. Pepper. Welcome. We hope you're enjoying this level 3 from Ultron as Betty's trying to become deleted.
And doesn't get close enough in order to get the OT. Zeno trying to use those air drones to have a presence air to ground, but when Ultron uses the beam drones, they just eat those pretty quickly and remove their hitbox before they get into a threatening range. Zeno has been trying to do a lot of beam into Hyper. I don't believe that works. See Heathnoff's experience with Ultron showing through in how these mirrors have been going. But off it brings back in the Venom. Is Venom going to be able to destroy Ultron? No, this time Zeno gets in there, is able to get in some hits, doesn't get the kill, but does get a decent amount of damage and a decent amount of meter built. Let's see how he decides to invest his resources. Lost the air dash into button, but there was a good block on Heathnoff's side. Because there were so many hits on that initial starter, I think that even with Venom's very good damage scaling, he's still going to need to spend at least 1 meter here, I think. Or maybe with the loops, he doesn't need it at all. Very nice stuff by Heath.
Setting the trap, gonna try to catch Betty slipping. Oh, nice Venom vibe to try to crumple, but it doesn't matter. Nice frame trap with Betty, trying to get the mix up. Oh no, didn't get it this time. Sets up with the throw, goes back for a command throw of their own. Zeno with the reads. Gonna definitely take care of this robot, no problemo. A command grab? Of course, you mean our command grab.
Yes, Zeno is the champion of command throws, and very nice work on the incoming button with Heathnoff. Now, Zeno does not choose to use X on Red She-Hulk, so now Shinakuma without any speeder. Oh dang, he's dead. And with that, off eliminates Zeno from the tournament, but Zeno placing 3rd this week, doing remarkably well, and now Heathnoff had the opportunity to fight Quack. Worth doing is following, and if you want to support the community, you could even subscribe to the HAVENGERS. On top of getting access to things like being able to watch the VODs right on the Twitch without needing to wait for a delay, for things to go up on YouTube, you also get the blessing of many emotes, which are incredibly awesome. I'm sure that the fetus can provide people with some amazing Shinakuma coming up there, but Shinakuma on screen right now can unfortunately not as strong of a character as Shinakuma. Is going to just die here to Venom quite more easily. And Amy on a dosage of cannabis that is similar to what Senior Ramona described to see in that movie. But here we go. Venom has managed to eliminate Ken, but there is so much meter available on Quack's side right now, and it is going to get pressured in the corner. Very scary situation here when fighting, and Quack makes better use of the Dance Macabre than the rest of us hunks, because he just is able to use it for actually like crossing people up and mixing folks instead of just using it as a way to be able to throw grenade faster, things like that. And manages to get the kill on Hunk. X-Factor is used, is going to get beamed out of this and lose Venom, but now X-Factor is done for Quack. He has 3 meters left, but Heathnoff has X-Factor himself, is not going to get the confirm because X-Factor stopped his momentum forward and was not able to get to the correct location to punish Thanos. Now on the second hit is more than happy to get this kill. Going up 1-0 against the Quack, trying to reset this bracket.
Back to the next round.
Oh, but this time Ken gets the hit, was able to get under the Venom Fang and immediately snaps in Hunk. Does not want to deal with the power of Heath's Tinker, but played defensively for long enough that he was able to just dry tag back in a pretty safe manner. Oh, and is rushing down with Venom pretty hard. Very nice work blocking those. There's been very good use of that Thanos assist as a footsies tool, and after scrambles, Quack is so good at pressing a fast button immediately, is going to be able to kill off Venom here for 2 meters, maybe even 1 meter. I think it's 2 though, because Venom's a pretty healthy character.
Yeah, big beefies. definitely from Venom, but it's not gonna matter as Hunk is trying to finish it off, but instead he's gonna take the opportunity to just try to land some kind of damage on the assist, but no, goes to DHC. Quack saving their life with some supers, and they both finish up at the same time, so Heath is not able to dash up and punish. Tries to go for the try dashes, actually hits Thanos, gonna just lay damage, try to actually fall back down for the mix, and instead just gets hit in return. Quack definitely has a grenade stored up, gonna be able to follow this up no problem. First goes to the ground bounce, grenade release, overhead hop. Heath was not ready for it and just loses Ultron, and now Venom coming back in on the curse. And Quack decides to go in with the falling Tatsu from Ken. Yeah, this Ken, Lowe's, and Tatsu are just completely doing nothing but magical work for Quack. Oh, nice Shoryu, as you can see.
Venom gets the punish on that, it chooses to go for the immediate button there. Looks like at that point in the combo, HSD lets him combo with his light, and now still has the Hunk assist available for one extension. Just goes straight into THC. This is going to kill off Hunk without needing to spend any more meter. Very good stuff for Heathnoff. Let's see what Ken does on this incoming against Pixel Venom. Goes for Shoryu. And invest the X, but then immediately gets hit out of it. Heathnoff entirely ready for Quack wanting to defend his character there, and now it's all up to Thanos. But Thanos is someone who hits very hard. Having it be up to Thanos can be good if he gets the hit, but he will get that hit, and there's no more opportunities for hits. Heath has level 3, doesn't even need to do anything complicated. Let's see if he keeps it simple, and he does. That Heathnoff going up 2-0 against Quack. Quack,
double check just in case, you know. Make sure those buttons are coming out. But yeah, now we're on the cusp for Heathnoff for getting the Thanos reset, the set reset. But Quack still got some fight on him to make sure that this is not going to happen. Attempts with just some lows, it finally works out, but it's not able to come through. Instead, just gets crumpled with the Venom by, yes, as Sarah said, the happiest of birthdays. Just has to make sure to get this connection. Oh no, it froze? Wasn't sure. Oh, nice, was able to fall. Just has to worry about Ken now. Waiting for Quack to possibly go for a hard tag or a falling move, but nice air-to-air from Heathnoff. That jumping H is just so multi-hitting and good, and attempts to try to go for a mix. X Factor cancel. Heath tried to punish it, but didn't work out. And Hunk, always so dangerous in X Factor, but Heath does not care. Nice dive. And I see, Sarah, do you think this is curtains for a reset?
It's definitely a reset, and with that, it is going to be Heathnoff sending Quack into the learner's bracket himself, resetting the score, so now it's 0-0 again. I think this means yet another bet on deck, so if you're seeing that, we saw that in the winner's side of the bracket, Quack had 3-0'd Heath, but then coming back from learners, the fire was ignited in Heathnoff, getting that reverse and getting the 3-0 to get back into the game. Let's see what adjustments are made by both players, if Heath can carry this momentum through, or if Quack is going to be able to make the adjustment and stay on top. And even though Heath gets the first hit there, it's glancing, doesn't quite get the confirm, but gets a reset after the second glancing hit, and because of this, is probably still going to be able to do real damage to Ken here, and has the Hunk assist available as well. This is going to be THC for a decent amount of damage, and probably the end of Ken with the web throw extension at the end. And it is just enough to make it happen. It's the trap on screen, and that's a low, and Quack did not block low in time, ended up getting caught by the trap, is now going to walk down in the corner. There is enough meter on deck for Hunk to die. This character has very low life now, the second lowest life palette swap after Servbot of the legal characters, and because of that, dies to the Venom combo. Let's see. You've seen Quack do amazing work with Thanos, but you don't want to see that start by... Oh, you do want to see that start by a drop combo. Let's see if Quack is able to get this going. Heathnoff, amazing work there. Going with a poke that is going to be able to punish if Quack doesn't X, but if Quack does X, leaves Heath nice and far away, safe, able to cancel into a super if needed. Very nice stuff by Heathnoff, and being able to take the first game of this reset in Grand Finals, True Final.
Yeah, I knew Heathnoff was gonna win that first game. That's why I was like, I need to take a little quick break, reapply some powder. But in the meantime, Quack's disagreeing, saying, all right, that was, everybody gets one. Let me just show you who's really setting the tones. But Quack was able, able to get out of the corner, even got the trade. Nice Venom bite for the crumple. Quack is definitely not loving this. Gonna happen for Masters. Getting ground bounds. Heath has 3 bars of meters. Easily gonna be able to kill this character, no problem. Gets the pickup, nice extension. Another Venom throw. Ooh, just slamming and grabbing this karate man.
This is definitely death, and Venom has time to set up a trap and then go for a mix. And Quack, having no fear, knows that his button is going to hit Venom first because he's high, but still have an active hitbox to get rid of the trap low. Then has been doing a really good job with those jump loop confirms with the guns, able to get rid of this Venom, and there is a substantial meter advantage for Quack now. Let's see if he's able to get... Oh, both characters get hit.
That was almost a happy birthday, and a delicious 2-0 could have been for Heath. But Quack's trying to make sure that is completely erased from Heath's mind. Did not get the OTG, but got the overhead, didn't work out. Quack's just gonna do it again, but Heath got the switch, but it doesn't matter. Quack wanted that exactly, goes immediately for the X Factor cancel and just slams Hunk to the ground. Now it's all up to the Hunk. Are you gonna be able to not get chipped out? Finally, Heath, X Factors to take no chip. Quack's gonna try to super out of there, but it's not gonna work out. Heath didn't super jump, so he couldn't actually punish and just get shot in the face. And I do want to mention, if it wasn't for the fact about character slot limitations, there's a good chance Venom would have had web zip, and he would have been almost like the exact MVCI iteration, and he's still that good in MVCI too. So for all y'all saying Venom's OP, he was always OP. And Heath is showing why, just laying down all these damage, all these trades, gain the double wall bounces, gets the connection, ground bounce, 2 bars of meter, Venom slam, Icy Sarah. What's
He's gonna go for a reset here, because he's not gonna build enough for the kill on a character as healthy as 10, so instead backs up, summons assist. Oh, and had the opportunity. This is going to be able to be the punish on Thanos? Not quite. But both players throwing out very threatening attacks there. This is looking scary for either person, but Heathnoff has so much meter on deck. If he gets a touch, he gets rid of characters, and Quack immediately invests that X Factor, so that even with the lower starting meter, is going to be able to get this kill on Venom. He does it without spending any meter at all. X Factor now running out for Quack. Very nice tech there by Heath. Is going to have the opportunity, has X Factor available, has all the meter, but Quack is getting these jump loops, has level 3 available for killing Ultron, and immediately goes into it. Get rid of this character, he is so threatening. And now it's going to be X Factor 3 Hunk with 5 meters against the full team, but Hunk is a low life character, and off of this confirm, I don't think Ken will quite get it. Oh, this is looking pretty scary because Heathnoff has all of this meter, and any assist summon like that can be very scary to do. This is looking like a decent amount of chip is happening to Ken, but not at a fast enough rate. Oh, now there is the opportunity. Thanos is coming in, gets hit on incoming, trying to press a button. Because of that, Heath is going to get the level 3, is going to need to use an additional level 1 afterwards in order to get this kill. Oh, decided to do the mix, and now because of that is going to get to kill Hunk and leave Thanos in a terrible position. Not quite killed Hunk. Leave Hunk at very low life. And now it means to keep this out. This is looking scary for both of them. Very low health on both of Quack's characters, but Heathnoff down to just a single character.
Heath knows that he has to make a prediction, unlike Quack, who's trying to just react, and now it's just going to be up to one mix-up. Heath loading up the grenade, knowing he could possibly get a chip damage situation. Is dashing, is he blocking time? Is actually crouching under. Oh no, but doesn't time it correctly. Is able to dash under, yeah, and this time he's just gonna go for it and just try to take it. Dash under again, yeah. Quack's just trying to waste time, get something done. Oh my, I thought Quack would have had time to super jump. Oh, and just making the advancement, 9 seconds on the clock. Heath just taking the time, making sure he doesn't get hit. But he's gonna be able to crouch under this, but not barely. Oh my, that was so much damage. Oh, he gets the first super, and whew, that was
Very
close.
nice work, the Heathnoff, clutching it out with that anchor hunk when there was just a pixel on both sides. Quack just wanted that chip so badly, and he would not give it to him. There was so much crouching, and that's one of the nice things about having a variety of, instead of just everything being a straightforward beam or whatever, the variety in seeing how he's able to punish the Thanos having that specific angle is nice for seeing the range of stuff that's been implemented in characters in this palette swap build. Oh, and Hunk is bleeding, and if Heathnoff just kills this Ken, it's going to take so much red life off of Hunk as well. It goes for immediate THC, makes this damage happen pretty quickly. It's not going to be able to get the kill though. And now, what does... it goes for X Factor throw. Heathnoff trying to finish this off, has the momentum on deck, kills off Hunk. It is all up to Anchor Thanos. Will the beatboxing be successful? X Factor on incoming to avoid nonsense, but now has the hit on Venom, and in X Factor 3, this is doing some pre-nerf damage, just gets rid of the entire character.
Nice timing from Quack, paced out the jab to space it out, and just immediately impip on the heck out of Ultron. Oh, but you know him, does not care. Came down with you with the H, called out Quack, said, stop with the nonsense. Do you not know I am Heath of the Knopf? Just had to finish it, goes for a reset, has the grenades, drops it, just had to push block. Quack tried to go for the command throw, didn't work out, and people of the earth, Heathnoff. Heathnoff.